Okay, let's go ahead and get started, shall we? Let's see if I can remember the hotkey for this. Switch to game. Is it going to do it? The stream is a little bit delayed, so I'm... There it is. How about that? Alright. I'm learning. I'll be a professional streamer one of these days, just one step at a time. Hey, Scotty. Good to see ya. How's life, my friend? I am well, too. I am enjoying a much-needed weekend, you know, after a long week. Feels good to be able to sleep in and just get up at your own pace and stream some Skyrim with some friends. Nothing to complain about. I'm imagining, oh, yeah, I'm imagining he's laughing at some of my insane ramblings while we were waiting for everybody to show up. All right. So let's see. Quick recap time. Last time was day 2. We cleared out Valtheim Towers. And then to celebrate, I went ahead and ordered a Seeker Knife from Adrian. Oh, and John Pittman's here too, and so is Hester. Hey guys, welcome, welcome. Yeah, so we killed everybody at Valtheim. We did a whole lot of errand running as far as training up our sneak and everything, but that was well worth it. As I said, I do have a Seeker Knife on order with Adrian. It is the next morning. Off camera, I did head back to Whiterun, did the administrative stuff of selling off the loot. As you can see, our encumbrance is low. Should put on those brown gloves, though. Hides the dirt a little better, amongst other things. Okay. And then today, I think, while we're waiting for Adrian to finish up our new knife, which should be a really nice upgrade from the Iron Tonto, by the way. I remember the Bandit Chief. Even though he was all softened up, he took 2 sneak attacks, 2 backstabs. So if we can get a more powerful dagger to do our backstabbing with, I think I think that will help us out tremendously. Yeah, you were not laughing at Caladran. Yeah, we would never do such a thing. Okay. So the plan for today, I think the next order of business here is that in order to progress in our Nightblade activities, I really want to take on, let's see, do I have a level up? Yeah, so I'm not going to go into the skill tree screen just yet because I want to get all the training possible out of this level. But I think the next order of business is getting the silent casting perk, or the Quiet Before the Storm perk in Ordinator. So in order to do that, we're going to have to get some illusion training. And since we need access to the Master Destruction level trainer as well, I think what we're going to do is go ahead and head over to Winterhold, get access to the college. We'll do some illusion training as long as we have the money to buy our Seeker Knife, which we should have plenty of money to do a little bit of training, I think. But I think we're also going to go ahead and buy the Muffle spell, which I can spam for free training. I'm trying not to exploit that too much. I will spend money when I have it. And I'm not going to be using the Muffle spell in combat because I want to focus on destruction only, which is what Skyrim Unbound gave me. So let's go do that. How are we on water, by the way? I want to make sure that we are filled up with our water skin. Ew, no. Let's go ahead and drink the rest of that. We'll grab some water from Hulda, and then we'll head to Winterhold. So yeah, we have another really exciting day of training and doing not much else, just spamming Muffle. But we also do have a new bounty. And we have a bounty for Silent Moon's camp. So we'll at least be doing that. I think we'll have some time for some other stuff as well that might be fun. This is all in the name of survival and getting Nagrom here to a certain level in his Nightbladiness, so that we can get into more trouble without
Of course.
too much of an overt risk to or an overt risk of death, if that makes sense there.
Need anything else?
Once we get to a certain point with our sneak and our abilities as the Nightblade class, planned excursions into combat situations are going to become less of a risk. And I think what's going to become the scariest, riskiest parts are just, you know, travel on the roads and these boss battles that force you into open combat. If I can sneak and I can get the drop on folks, it will be, we're going to be kind of hard to beat. Also, what we have to contend with are dragons. I'm pretty sure they are in the game since we were able to read the word wall. I just don't know when or where they're going to show up, so that could pose a huge threat to our existence as well. So, still tense, still some tension to be had. If we get to the point where Nagrom here is OP, I'm going to start setting up some goals for the end of the character, so I can set up another character that maybe is fresh. And then, you know, every time I get to the end of a character, I'm going to reevaluate my mod list, add mods that I have added to an add list, and things like that. And that's when I'll reevaluate things like difficulty mods, maybe encounter zones, OBIS, things like that.
Ever met one of them cats? Kaji, I think.
If we roll a knight type character like Cedrin, things get a little more tense because as you level up and enemies get harder on legendary difficulty, if you're a tank character, you know, you're kind of at the front of the... You're kind of at the spearhead there as far as enemies' aggression. But with a Nightblade, sneaky assassin type character, once you get to a certain proficiency with sneak, things get pretty easy.
Probably not.
As long as you can stay hidden, right? One of the best perks. What are you talking about? The silent casting perk?
Cross the bridge at your own peril. The way is dangerous.
Real quick here. The music is nice, but I don't really want to get dinged with copyright, so I don't know. I'm using the music from the Nulvis guide, and I don't know how much of that is actually copyrighted, but I was starting to hear some Lord of the Rings style stuff, so I want to get that out of there. I'm not monetizing my channel, and I don't have any plans of doing it anytime soon, but I like to keep the options open for the future. You know?
Might seek to do harm, so be it. The more important
I don't want to build up too many strikes. I'm
Why
not
are you here?
opposed to giving up my monetization to copyright holders at this point because there is no monetization. But, you know, I just want to keep my options open for the future. You got hit with copyright as well? Yeah, we'll see what goes there. One strike isn't going to hurt anything. Yeah, so I would like to enter the college.
Perhaps. But
I need
what
to
is it you
disable
expect
this
to find within?
snow effect here too with RASS. It just looks ridiculous. Well, you know, Feralda, I am kind of a blow shit up kind of guy. I'm hoping you guys can help me with that.
I see. That power certainly exists, I assure you. Wield it faithfully, and few can withstand It would seem that the college has what you seek. The question now is, what can you offer the college? Not just anyone is allowed inside. Those wishing to enter must show some degree of skill with magic. A small test, if you will.
I'm tempted to try the persuade option just to level up speech skill a little bit, but this is a great opportunity to get a really cheap spell. We may not end up using it ever, but if they give us a destruction spell that we don't have, that would be great, right?
Excellent. The flame Atronach is a vital companion for anyone relying on conjuration.
Oh, you have 30
Summoning one here
copyright
would
strikes?
certainly show your
I don't know
skill.
the technicalities behind what those strikes mean, but as long as you're not monetizing your channel, you probably don't have anything to worry about. I don't know that spell.
No? Well, if you think you're capable of it, then I'd be happy to provide it to you for a mere 30 gold.
Oh,
Or you
that's a
can try your
bargain.
luck with one of the court wizards around Skyrim. They also
Rather
sell
not go on a wild
spells.
goose chase.
Here you are.
I totally
Now I'm
missed
anxious to see you cast
which
it.
spell they're giving us here. Conjure Flame Atronach. Alright. So this is going to be following us around for a little bit.
Much knowledge.
Oh, I don't have enough magicka. How dare you. Okay, do I have any extra magicka potions here? I might. Some bitch. Not monetized, so you don't GAF. Alright, let's see what Birna has over here. If she has a potion or something. I could cheese and reload the save, and she'll give me a different spell that I can cast. I could also level up and buff up my magicka a little bit, but I don't think that it's going to go that high.
I heard the gourmet's hiding out somewhere in Skyrim. Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that.
Oh man, she has like nothing. Well, I didn't count on this. Okay, let me see where there might
day.
be... TGM. Yeah. Did stream fail? I'm still showing excellent connection over here. Okay, good. I got spooked. Okay, the only other illusion trainer is Atub over in Largashbur, and I don't know if I want to chance the roads of the Rift just yet. That's down here, I believe. So I'm sorry, this is going to get a little scummy, I know, but let's. I'm going to have to reload the save. There's just no other option. I really try to avoid doing stuff like this. Yes, still alive, Strudel. We're trying to get into the College of Winterhold, and Faralda gave us a spell that we can't cast. So I had to reload a save. She gave us the Flame Atronach, and even with a level up, there was no way we were going to be able to cast that.
Need a ride? Where do you want to go?
So I'm doing a save scum, and I feel super guilty about
Climb
it.
and back, and we'll be off.
But the plan here is to get
mass
some
for
training
battle
in illusion so that we can get the silent casting
Sun
perk.
feels good, huh?
And once we have that, we'll be in a good place. In conjunction with that, I have made the realization that the electric charge spell from Forbidden Magic that we got in the first episode is actually quite awesome for a Nightblade character. It's a little bit cumbersome in open combat,
Where else could I even go?
because it requires you to cast the spell on the enemy and then
that
hit
would
another
solve all your
hotkey in
problems?
order to detonate it.
Probably not, but it's worth it.
But the initial spell itself is pretty quiet. It may add a little bit of detection to your meter there.
Cross the bridge at your own peril.
But it does allow you
and
to
the gate
sort
will
of
not open.
plant the
You shall
seed
not
there
gain
and then go
entry.
around a corner out of line of sight and then detonate it, and it helps stay hidden. It's actually a great tool for a Nightblade character.
I am here to assist those seeking. And if in the
So I'll
process
be
my
making
presence
much more
helps
use
to
of that.
deter those who might seek to do
Also,
harm,
forgotten
the more
magic
important
spells
question is,
scale
why
really,
are
really
you
well. So
here?
I want to use that as much as possible in order to unlock the perk points for it. Yeah, you didn't really miss much of anything at the moment here, Strudel. Okay. I want to enter.
Perhaps. But what is it you expect to find
I
within?
want to blow shit up.
I see. That power certainly exists, I assure. It would seem that the college has what you seek. The question now is, what can you offer the college? Not just anyone is allowed.
I like how
inside.
Feralda is out
Those wishing
here
to enter must show some
trying to
degree of
keep
skill
shady
with
people
magic.
from entering the
A
college.
small test, if you will.
And then this grifter orc comes up saying he wants to blow shit up, and she's like, "All right, come on in."
Excellent. Those invested in restoration magic.
Here we
find
go. Healing
to be
hands. Yeah.
essential.
Okay. We can
Can
do
you
this
cast
as a
it on me?
concentration spell.
That
Much better.
will
Much
prove
better.
your skill.
I don't know that spell.
No? Well, if you think you're capable of it, then I'd be happy to provide it to you. Or you can try your luck with one of the court wizards around. Here you are. Now I'm anxious
Okay.
to see you cast it.
I am anxious to cast it on you, Feralda.
Here you are.
Oh, there we
Now
go.
I'm anxious
I was too
to
quick.
see you cast it.
Hooah! Ooh.
Well done indeed. I think you'll be a superb addition to the college. Welcome, apprentice.
I think
I'll lead
maybe
you across
Feralda
the
has a thing for
bridge.
orcs.
Once you're inside, you'll want to speak with Mirabelle.
Wants
Irvine, our
Nagrom
master
to
wizard.
cast his healing
Please,
hands on her.
follow me.
She's got a thing for bad boys. And osteoderms. And tusks. She is the Destruction Master Wizard, yeah. And she is probably the main reason why I'm coming here right now. I do want the illusion training. I could get by without it. It's going to make us a more powerful Nightblade. But since we are a Destruction Mage, more so than an Illusion Mage, she is the one we will be dealing with most here in the college after a certain point. So we will have quite the strong relationship, I think. It's going to be a good stream if I have Strudel eye-rolling minutes into it here. Can only get better from here. As Strudel's eyes roll in her head, the stream rolls downhill, and that couldn't make me any happier. The orc musk can be hard to resist. That's true. That is true. Strong pheromones.
Yes, of course. I'm simply trying to understand the reasoning behind the decision.
You may be used to the Empire bowing to your every whim, but I'm afraid you'll find the Thalnor received no such treatment here.
So
You are
mods
a
on my
guest
list
of the
for my
college,
permadeath
here at the
profile
pleasure of
here
the Archmage.
that I have so far
I
are the
hope
lock
you
overhaul,
appreciate the opportunity.
reasonable movement speed,
Yes, of course.
which we will see
Archmage
is
has
an
my
issue
thanks.
Very good.
as
Well
we're
done.
taking Mirabelle's tour here.
Welcome to the college.
Uniques, sewers of Skyrim, and hidden hideouts. These are kind of the things that I'm missing as a rogue type, I think.
Another new student. I'm surprised at
I got
how
a bunch
many
of other
there
stuff that
are
I'm
here.
adding to my base
Well,
profile
first
as
you'll
well.
need these. While you're not required to wear them,
Things like
you
the
may
Not
find
So
them more
Fast
to your
Mages
liking
Guild.
than your
In a permadeath setting, that
I'll
doesn't
give
really
you a
make much
brief
sense
tour, and
because
then we'll get you to
the
your
point of
first
that
class.
is to kind
Are
of
you ready to begin?
survive and use your knowledge of the game mechanics in order to get as far as possible. Same with the companions. I got more Radiant quests on that. And then plus the other stuff that I have added to the permadeath profile.
Wonderful. Please follow me and don't wander off.
So another thing that we're going to get here
Winterhold
are
has been a
some
fixture
novice
in
college
Skyrim for
robes, which
thousands of
will
years.
which would have helped us out.
Prominent feature here
Ooh,
is the-
hold on, got to get rid of the snow effect. It is awful. It works better if you're trapped in a blizzard. Even then, it's a little out of place. RASS. And I'm still not convinced about the little the drip effects on the cameras. It's a nice effect. It works more in first-person view than it does in third-person view, but
and the Archmage's quarters
I don't
above
know.
That. While
I'll keep it around for a
technically in
little
charge
bit.
of the college,
It
the
gives me some
Archmage's
vertigo every now and
responsibilities
then.
often keep him occupied.
Like I accidentally pops
Thus,
like a
I run the
Percocet or
day-to-day
something.
operations. Now, if you'll please follow me, I'll show you the living quarters. Unfortunately, we've had to implement more stringent entry procedures due to some problems with the local Nords. We don't anticipate any real violence, but it never hurts to be prepared.
Oh yeah, I think we're going to keep Janassa around for a little bit. I think we hired her on for just the 1 or 2 jobs that we had last episode. But she sneaks pretty well. She stayed hidden when that bandit chief went running by us at Valtheim Towers. And she doesn't seem to mind when we get up to our no-good ways. So I think that this is going to be more of a permanent partnership. I also like that she doesn't have any mod-specific controls like Inigo or Lucian does, so I can use familiar hotkeys for that. Like I have a hotkey set up on my controller right now that I just hold down on the down directional button, and then she waits, and then I can hold it down again, and she follows, which is super nice for a sneaky character. I can have her wait around a corner while I go scout the situation, and have her follow as soon as things get messy.
Now I'll show you to your quarters. You're going to be sharing.
This also
space
gives
with
us
your
a nice
fellow
convenient
apprentices,
location
who
to
you'll meet
sleep if
shortly.
we train for too long or
This is where
whatever.
you'll
We
be
find
staying.
ourselves in
This
Winterhold
bed and desk are yours.
late at night.
Please try and be considerate.
Oh yeah,
of others.
here is
Now, let's go
one
back to
conflict,
Hall
the
of
only
Elders,
conflict
where
really
most
I
of the
found so
members gather
far
for lectures and
in
study
any of the
sessions.
areas in Skyrim. This is a conflict between WACCF, which has really given me more problems than anything, and Immersive College of Winterhold. This is easily enough fixed with some disable commands. This might be one of those things that one of the Nulvis consistency patches fix. And I do need to take my time at some point to identify where these are in SSE edit and disable them there, and they will be gone forever. But there, fixed. And I've gone through the rest of the college as well, and I haven't seen any more of those little oopsies. So it should be good to go
From Tolfdir,
from there on.
Most esteemed wizards.
Disable, yes. Yeah, the Novus patch probably fixes it. I'm not running any of the Novus consistency patches at all, because I didn't run any of like the interior overhauls, and I haven't run a lot of the city overhauls. And most of what those consistency patches do, as far as I can tell, is kind of clean up things like that, but mostly from the city and town and interior overhauls. So I'm not running those consistency patches. I've just been going through and fixing things as I see them.
Tolfdir is likely already addressing the new apprentices. Go on in, and if you have any problems, let one of our senior members know.
A lot of those overhauls are just a bit much for me. I don't need the entire interiors of things completely restructured. Things like SMIM for the meshes and the texture overhauls do a great job, in my opinion, adding a coat of paint to things and updating things. So that saved a lot of time and effort and blood, sweat, and tears.
Welcome.
In the Novus guide, skipping all that stuff.
Stay and listen. So, as I was saying, the first thing to understand.
Yeah, Magus.
is that magic is, by its very
Worth
nature,
thinking about anyway.
volatile and
I saw the
unless you can
ELFX
control it,
wonkiness that you were
can
getting
and
in
will
one of your
destroy
previous
you.
streams there.
Sir, I think we all understand that fairly well. We wouldn't be here if we couldn't control magic.
Of course, my dear, of course. You all certainly possess some inherent natural ability. That much is not being questioned. What I'm talking about
Oh, let's go ahead and change out here, huh?
is true control.
Not very assassin-y looking, but
years,
the boost,
if not
or I'm sorry,
decades
the
of
reduced
practice and
cost of
study.
destruction spells
What are we
and the
waiting for?
boost to
Let's
magical
get
pool
started.
from the from the hood
Please,
there
please.
is going to be invaluable.
This is exactly what I'm
A little bit of
talking
clipping
about.
there. I think I could
Eagerness
probably
must
fix
be
that
coupled with
in
caution,
race
or
menu,
else
but
disaster is
But
inevitable.
we've only just
it's
arrived.
fine.
You've no idea what any of us are capable of. Why not give us a chance to show you what we can do?
You've been quiet so far.
Oh, that's
What do you
JK's and
think we should
distinct
do?
interiors mixed up together. Okay. I thought you were mentioning ELFX light sources in weird places. Okay. I think we should learn how to blow shit up.
Is that so?
See,
It
he
is.
agrees with us too. Why don't you actually show us something?
All right, let's settle down. I suppose we can try something practical. In continuing with our theme of safety,
Boo.
we start with wards.
Wards.
are protected
Actually, this is
circles
going to be
with
invaluable
black
if we do encounter any dragons.
I'll teach you all a ward, and we'll see if you can successfully use it to block spells, all right? Would you mind helping me with the demonstration? Are you at all familiar with ward spells?
I don't know any.
That's all right. I can teach you a very basic ward, one that's enough for the purposes of this lesson. Now, if you'll just stand right over there, I'll cast a spell at you, and you block it with the ward. Here we go. Over there, please.
Can I
Just
cast a spell at
opposite
you
me.
instead, and you
Want
can demonstrate the
anyone else in
ward?
way. Now, cast the ward spell,
I guess not.
and keep it
Worth a
up.
shot.
Hold still. Excellent work. Well, I think this is an excellent start. I'd like you all to continue practicing with wards, please. I think perhaps we're ready to begin exploring some of the various applications of magic throughout history. The college has
Yeah,
undertaken
that makes
a
sense, Magus.
fascinating excavation in the
That's what I
ruins
thought
of
was going on there,
Southall
too.
nearby. It's an excellent learning opportunity. I suggest we meet there in a few hours and see what awaits us inside.
Yeah, those overhauls are nice, but if you're trying to run them alongside other things, they just become a nightmare
Cesardo
to
continues to struggle
to
with
run
walls.
together.
You have time to practice?
Maybe later. I'm sort of busy now.
Cesardo understands. You hesitate because you
Okay,
know Cesardo is better than you. Very well.
Anybody who watches Laughing Simon stuff knows that I'm going to come nowhere close to replicating that kind of quality experience with this character. His little school field trip there was just hilarious. Anybody who's not subscribed to his channel, you should go do it. It's just hilarious. But yeah, our next order of business here, we are in, we're good. We have some new gear that's going to help us out quite a bit.
Good to see Skyrim.
Just make
still
sure we
has
have our
fine-
zippity zap.
You'll give an old man hope.
Yes. And it looks like we can cast that twice already. And that's without even leveling up or taking any perks in Destruction. So getting better there. Oh no, we do have one perk in Destruction Mastery. Let's go find Drevis. Hopefully he's here. If he's not here, he's probably in the library. Or the Arcanium. Arcanium. We shall use our keen sense of smell to sniff out these shower skippers. Yeah, he sure does. He's an easy target, I suppose, for someone with that mindset. Okay, there's Colette, not interested. Sergius, not interested. Maybe later. He's going to give us some nice enchantments, I think, at some point. Starting to think Drevis is in the Arcanium. Janassa. Yep, for sure. Okay. Guess we could scan the downstairs area. Alright, let's switch to third person just so I don't make everybody sick with my my movements. I am playing on a controller, as most people here know. So that does help with the wonky camera movements. Slows things down, makes them a little smoother, but third person does help that even more, I would say. Oh, distinct interiors works perfectly fine for you. Okay. Nice, nice. That's just one of those things I didn't feel like I needed. I was trying to identify things that that weren't really going to add anything for me personally, because I know my preferences on these kind of things. And those big overhauls were things that I left out. But yeah, as a result, I don't get the benefit from the Novus consistency patches, and I get barrels in my furniture every once in a while. Oh wow, there he is. He's testing the sturdiness of the Arcane Escritor. This is added by, and as you can see, it's not completely compatible either. There's some clipping there in the wall, but for the most part, it's fine. This is added by Arcanum, Magic of Skyrim, New Age of Magic, I believe. One of my favorite Magic mods. It can be a little bit buggy. It hasn't been a problem for me, but it has some really interesting spells in there. I think for this playthrough, we're probably going to be focusing on Electric Charge from Forgotten Magic, but if we find something super interesting added by Arcanum, we can go over those. This is from the Leviathan Axe.
Well then. Let me know if you need anything.
Which I don't think we'll be using, but it could be fun to track those things down as a little extra something to do.
You can see me?
No, I can't see you, not at all.
But you can hear me, obviously. Something still isn't quite right. At least I'm making progress.
His sarcasm detection meter is, it needs some heavy calibration, that's for sure. What do you have for
spells and incantations for those with the talent to cast them?
Okay, so while I still have the money for it, I'm going to go ahead and buy Muffle. And I am going to do illusion training until I get down to around 1,200 coins or so, because I need to save some money to pick up the Seeker Knife from Adrian. So it looks like we might have, I don't know, 1 or 2 more levels left for training in there.
I thought it might be more efficient if I waited until the end.
Yeah, they are really nice.
Back on the shelves.
Worth looking into if you're looking to spice up your interiors, I suppose.
As well.
Okay, level up, level up. Ooh, look at all that magicka. Where was that when we needed to cast the, that must be from the level up. When we needed to cast the Flame Atronach for 130 magicka. Yeah, well. Only cost us a few minutes, so whatevs. Let's see. Stamina we've honestly been fine with. The only thing we really need stamina for, because we're not going to be doing a whole lot of power attacking, is TK dodging, and we're only needing that if things go completely sideways. So we don't need much stamina. Health and magic, I think I'm going to split between those, try to keep those level for a while until magic gets to the point where I feel like we don't need it anymore. Oh my gosh, 3 level ups. Definitely over leveled here. That's okay. Alright. Destruction, we can't take anything there. We do have 3 perk points now that we can take. And keep in mind, the more we level up, even though we're going to be getting stronger, so are our enemies. So I'm not running any kind of de-leveling mods for difficulty. Let's see what we have in sneak here. Infiltrator's the big one. If we're not going to be using the Muffle spell, this kind of does it automatically for us. Fog of War is also great. But hopefully we don't need to be making too much use of that. This is another big one here, Assassin's Blade. This is going to help ensure a one-hit kill on sneak attacks. Okay, now what else do we need to put a perk into? Where is our illusion skill at? 20. So we'll take one of these. This will help us level up a little bit more. Quickly, anyway. Now we're shooting for illusion level 40 here. So I'm sorry, but I am going to be spam-a-lama ding-donging this muffle spell quite a bit until we hit 40, and then you probably won't see it again until we start feeling... Oops, that's the wrong way. That's not what I wanted. There we go. Until we get to level 40, and then if we decide we need silent shouts after that, then we'll probably be spamming this a little bit more. But I am trying to buy as much training as possible from Drevis. Where did he go? He was just here a second ago. Janassa, Olivia,
Can I help you with anything, Neria?
I was wondering, has Ferolda been
Neria
in
looks great
recently?
with this overhaul,
Borrowed
by the
any
way.
books that you can recall?
Neria.
Did
I'm
she
not sure
perhaps
if
mention
which one
any
is that? Is that
dangerous
Pandorables or is this the aesthetic elves? Looks like Pandorables.
she might be working on? Anything that could get her in trouble?
She does
I'm
look
here to
better
help
than the
you with
average
books,
elf, I
Neria.
think,
That's all.
with this mod list.
Ah, yes.
All right, Drevis, are you up here? Okay, watch your
No,
motion
I don't
motion
need
sickness,
anything.
everybody. We're going to be going round and round. I just got flashbacks of 80s metal there when I said that.
You know, they say knowledge is its own reward. I shall explain to you the mysteries of the Outer Realms.
Okay. Now, I'm guessing the Seeker Knife is going to cost us around 1,000. I think is what I remember. So we're going to want to keep a few hundred in the bank. Spamalama ding dong. Do you have any needs mod? It could be messing with your
There are
stats.
few places where one can
Oh yeah,
consume
definitely have
life
needs mods.
without fear of persecution.
I need, so being well fed, well watered. You know, it might be the no, because we picked that up after I had already left. We picked up the autosave from when we left Whiterun, so that shouldn't be affecting us too much. Okay, so you're going to be seeing me cast and muffle here a little bit until we get up to 20. I am heading back to Whiterun now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to be waiting in Whiterun every time I run out of magicka, and that should also double as illusion training and waiting for that Seeker Knife to pop back up. So 2 birds in 1 stone. And then once we get there, we'll be able to take on Silent Moon's camp. We'll get into some action here after we've run our errands. And after that, I don't know if there's going to be many of these power leveling sessions that we're going to have. We get to concentrate on getting into trouble. And getting back out of trouble. So, yeah, I know early game, there's not much in the way of roleplay as I'm trying to cheese the systems a little bit. This is a great mod. I don't remember what it's called. It's like Immersive Carriages or something like that, but it adds a carriage stop to pretty much all the different towns and stuff that didn't have them before. Which only makes a certain amount of sense, right? If they drop off to these places, eventually they're going to be picking up from these places too. Only stands to reason. Of course, now I have to remember where the carriage stop is for Whiterun, which looks like it just parked us just south of the city itself. Not bad, not bad. And the weather here has taken a terrible turn since we were gone. It's odd that... actually, I'm getting distracted now. I don't see the raindrops. Oh yeah, there they are. It's odd that weather in Winterhold is better than the weather in Whiterun, but, you know, that do be how it is sometimes. And I'm excited to see what kind of damage boost we're going to get from this new dagger. Actually, I think technically it's a knife, because it's only a one-sided blade. Daggers are double-sided. I think is the technical difference between a dagger and a knife. Dagger, I barely even knew her. Okay, we're all the way up to illusion 25. Alright, I think I can get one more muffle out of this, and then we'll wait. And you know what? I might actually do this in the... Well, let's do it in here in the Drunken Huntsman. Get out of the rain, and that will also spawn Vander once we get to the point where our commission is done for the knife. One more cast. The new version of Honed Metal, I don't actually know how new it is, but it's newer than the one that I was running before. It has a little bit of RNG on how long it takes for commissions to be ready. There's a base value, I think, of new items for 24 hours, and then there's like a plus or minus 4 or 5 hours or something that can be added to or subtracted randomly. Don't even say it.
If you have need of hunting supplies, then you've come to the right place.
Nazim. Okay, it's about 7 now. Shops are going to close up pretty soon, so let's go ahead and do our quick save here. Address any needs. We're feeling mild hunger and mild thirst. We'll go ahead and do that. Go ahead and get some wine. There we go. Gonna have to get some more food here before we leave the city as well. Chat has gone a little quiet on my end, so I'm sorry. The last message I see is from Magus that says, "Yep, she looks fabulous," which she does. But if you guys are typing anything, I can't see it for some reason. It's okay if everybody decided to get quiet. I just have had issues with the stream chat not updating before. So once we get to a stopping point here, I will try to address that. Oh, okay. So I just saw Magus pop up with the... Okay, that's fine. I do get a little paranoid about not being able to... It's gone quiet here as well. Okay, good, good. I don't mind if everybody's quiet.
Come on in.
If there were an issue with the stream updating on my end, I'm just...
fire and I'll send someone over.
Just want to make sure I address it. So thank you, thank you. Just vibing, eh? It's YouTube's end. Okay, so it looks like we have not gotten a commission notice yet, which is a bit concerning. We're gonna have to wait another day, which will give us some more muffle. Time, I suppose. I guess we could go right up to Adriana and ask her about it, but I really just want to see Vander, you know? And I don't want to bug Adrienne with constant status updates. That's just going to make her take longer, right?
Welcome. Let me know if you want anything. Think I got a clean mug around here somewhere.
Oh, YouTube blinked a couple times? It's been pretty solid on my end. I'm monitoring the stream on a second monitor here, and I haven't seen it. Go out. Might be a regional thing. Okay. I might have a room already, but...
Are you joking? You just rented a room
yeah,
from
I'm
me.
actually joking. It's just me being silly, you know.
Need anything else? Just let me know.
With answers.
Alright, so we'll go ahead and do this until about 9 or... Yeah, we'll go till 10 o'clock and then We'll get some sleep. And then Vander should pop up tomorrow morning, I think.
7 bottles of Alto and a venison with bitter green sauce.
Are you joking?
About wine? Never.
Down
In fact, we're the guests.
over the killer of kings. On the day of your death, we will drink and we'll sing.
Okay, we need a room.
Are you joking?
Oh boy.
You just rented a room from me.
Yeah, that's my thing. Is I keep asking innkeepers for a room, even though I'm fully aware that I've already bought one. You're not laughing. All right.
Need anything else? Just let me know.
Humorless denizens of Whiterun. Oh, okay. Now I'm seeing some quality degradation, at least. We'll see if it comes back.
I want
A few seconds for my supper is all I ask.
I can't. Not tonight.
The now watching and started streaming lines under the title keep
starting to suspect something.
changing to blank.
Running wild.
Interesting.
Don't talk about my father like that, John. And the answer's
Well, it hasn't cut out completely on my end yet. Looks like I got a little bit of drop in bandwidth here. But it hasn't cut completely out yet. Yeah, it sounds like YouTube is just being a little wonky at the moment. And I do see my concurrent viewers fluctuating quite heavily in the last minute or two. YT has hamsters inside. Yes, it does. Gremlins, probably. Of the Mogwai type. Yeah, it sounds like YouTube is just having some issues here. Looks like my concurrent viewers is coming back up, so hopefully it was just a blip. It doesn't become a theme here.
I ain't asking for much, just a few.
Do we have any Vander yet? I really want to see Vander. God damn it. Okay, I'm back to excellent connection on my side now, so I'll keep an eye on it. We'll try reloading from the front gate here and see if he pops up. Otherwise, you know, I can keep up this weight game all day. I'm sure Adrian is finished with the knife already. Boy, this weather, the storm has just been going on and on.
A few seconds for my supper is all I ask.
Vander probably ate too much pie, and then he crashed out after being convinced to try some of the special drinks at the Bee and Barb, and then got sidetracked by Robard. You expect more, you know, from such an established courier, but, you know, I guess he's only human. Oh, no, he's not actually human. He's only elven, after all. Hey, the Wind. Welcome aboard. Multitask away. Glad to see you. We're just waiting for Vander to show up with our commission notice for our new dagger, which is taking forever. And we're also leveling up our illusion skills so we can get quiet casting. Getting closer and closer. He is but one mer, that's true. He's a speedy one.
Brigands I can handle, but this talk of dragons?
But he is but one mer.
World's gone mad.
Let's see how low the FPS gets here. Oh, it didn't go below 40. Interesting. The other day it was really chugging on us. Heimsker shouting about ass man again. Anybody remember that Seinfeld episode with the ass man? He's gonna wait until I'm far away. Yeah. That's okay. We still got several levels of illusion that we still need, so I'm happy to wait it out. I could just go ask Adrienne for it right now, and she'd probably be happy to comply, but... I always love a cameo appearance by Vander, you know? Up to 32. Now we're into regular business hours, so... Don't need the light anymore. Hello, Mr. Haggis. William McNee, the Hunter of Haggis. Vander is there. I haven't met him at Riverwood yet, because we haven't been at Riverwood. Oh man, it's one of those days. I just looked down and realized that my fly was completely open. Oh boy. I don't even remember the last time I went to the bathroom. It's probably been open like that for quite some time. There he is. No, that's not him. It looked like Vander from afar, but it's actually a female orc. I was like, why is he walking? That's hilarious. Alright. You saw my fly open? Let me zip that back up there. I do not have a license to sell hot dogs, as it turns out. Time to close up shop. No pants. Yeah. I'm accidentally following Magus's rules here. Unless Magus, as the master of the arcane, cast a spell on me. I wouldn't put it past him. Excuse me while I whip this out. I would like Vander to whip out that commission notice, that's for sure. Maybe you're right, Magus. Maybe he doesn't show up till level 9, but I could have sworn I've seen him. Oh well, it's 10 a.m. here. Alright, Vander, you had your chance.
This isn't a good time.
Oh, it actually isn't ready yet. That RNG is really not favoring Nagrum. Interesting. So this is past 24 hours from when I started the stream. In game time, obviously. And well past 24 hours since I've ordered that piece. Let me just see how I have honed metal set up here. Crafting time, point 2. Minimum time it takes for blacksmiths to craft your order, given as a fraction of a day. This value is further modified by a random element simulating the NPC's current workload and a tiny fraction of the cost of each item ordered. Tempering uses 1/4 of the value specified here. You can set this to 0 to get your items instantly, although additional delays may occur if materials need to be procured. Okay, so yeah, she might have needed to get some Quicksilver or things like that. That's fine. Surprised BS hasn't been banned yet. Oh, Blazing Saddles. The thing about Blazing Saddles is, you know, there is some unsavory language in it, but the overall message is very anti-racism, right? I would hate to see it get canceled. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and do this until around 4 p.m. or so. Yeah, the Dr. Seuss thing, it seems a little harsh on the surface, right? But there is some pretty offensive stereotypical drawings and stuff in there. That one I can understand more than Blazing Saddles. And honestly, as a straight white male, I probably am not in a position to be able to comment on this stuff, as I have not been in that perspective ever in my life. So it's not up to me to decide what people do and don't get offended by, I suppose. But we probably shouldn't be going down this path with commentary on Skyrim here. So yeah, Orc Nightblade. Yeah, Mongo punching out the horse. Oh, any kind of fart humor is top-notch humor, in my opinion, in my book. Yeah, so we're going to do this till about 4 p.m. and give Adrienne a little bit of time to finish this up. Maybe catch her before she goes back in for the evening and works from the office for the rest of the night after she runs out of daylight, I suppose. $37. Very close, very close. What in the wide world of sports is going on here? Okay, this will be the last one. Hopefully Vander is there when we pop back up. And we might be starving because I don't think we've eaten all day. Mild hunger and moderate thirst. How about that? There we go. And we need to restock our supply of food. Hopefully we have enough money left over after all this to buy some grindage. I'm a big fan of Mel Brooks. I like all his stuff. I'm probably most partial... Ooh, still no Vander, huh? The hell is going on with that guy? Oh, there he is. I think that's him. Is that him? No, that's not him. It's another mercenary. At least it wasn't a female orc this time. All right, Adrian. I think I'm partial to Young Frankenstein. Is my favorite.
Looking to protect yourself? Of course.
Okay, so yep, Vanderslacken this time. Packed Seeker Knife, 751. So that is cheaper than I expected. We do have some gold left over for incidentals, as it were. Okay, let's get this moved over. Reset my hotkey there. And all geared up. Get it locked in there. Oops, not AH hotkeys. AH hotkeys is deactivated, eh? It's fine. Let's see what the damage difference is on this, too. 9 to 20. Ooh, that is a huge damage. That's going to scale a lot better with sneak attacks, too. So, yeah, that's going to go a long way toward our one-shot on sneak attacks there, which is, you know, if we're unarmored, it's going to go a long way toward survivability there. Frankenstein. I do need to level up, yeah. I'm kind of waiting on level 40 in Illusion here, so I don't think I actually have enough money to buy the last 2 levels I have. So it's probably not going to do me any good to save it at this point. Okay, let's see, we need more in Magicka. Go back to health. Okay, so we have just a little over 1 more level in Illusion, and then I can stop boring the crap out of everybody here with this spamming of Muffle. Let's go do some food shopping while we're at it here.
Come on in. We got warm food, warm drinks, and warm beds.
Yeah, Secret Knife looks good, and it's fancy schmancy, just like Nagrom here. I do also want to...
How about chopping up some wood for the fire? Of course.
Get some nicer clothes at some point, too. I have Divine Elegance installed, and I'm not getting the leveled list issues that Magus was, so that's good. Why are we spamming Muffle, by the way? I'm trying to get to level 40 Illusion so that we can take the Quiet Casting perk. And once we get there, I can stop doing that. Oh, is YouTube backing up again? I'm sorry, guys. That sucks. There's not really anything I can do about it. The connection's solid on my end. I only saw the one blip. That sucks.
Take a look.
Yeah, there's a method to the madness here, Strudel. Okay. Actually, let's sort this by value and just take some cheap stuff. Don't want any raw meat. That's gonna make us sick. But we do need some protein. There we go.
Need
that should do us
anything
for a
else?
while.
Just let me know.
Past, present, and future.
When he met the shield maiden
What are
Matilda, who
these
said,
but points?
You were still getting some issues with Divine Elegance? That's weird. I've never seen those show up in leveled lists before. That's got to be a bashed patch thing. Because yeah, there's a lot of really nice pieces in there that I wouldn't mind seeing show up in a leveled list, but there are so many more, like the lingerie stuff and like the tuxedos and the gowns and stuff that it just look really weird. Oh, there's Vander.
I've been looking for you.
Maybe it was a level thing. And I also hadn't been to Riverwood either to sort of
Looks like
introduce
that's
him.
it. Gotta go.
Took Divine Elegance out.
Tired of bread and
Oh, that was
soup?
before you even
Had
bashed your
enough of
game. That's
fish and
weird.
fowl? Treat yourself and your kin to a choice cut of steak.
That is really weird. I've never had that issue before. Okay, where are we with Illusion? Oh, so close, so close. That's probably Sleazegear's letter, right? I think Nagron would actually be into Sleazegear. Yeah, letter from the Jarl. Here we go.
Chops and steaks fit for a Jarl. I can see my
So maybe we'll go do that at some point today. Okay. That's it. That was level 40, right? And I do have the perk points to manage it. Excellent, excellent. Alright. Congratulations, everybody. You have made it through the muffle spamming portion of the stream. Now we get to see some actual gameplay. Let's see how we want to spend these extra perk points here, too. I have a feeling that I'm not going to be able to spend all of them on our current skill trees that we're concentrating on. I do want Fog of War, just in case. And now we have 2. I can put that into one-handed, although the sneak attack perks are going to be doing most of the heavy lifting as far as that is concerned. It might help a little bit for once we're detected, doing the whole Spellblade thing with the dagger. But at that point, Destruction is going to be doing most of the heavy lifting. So, I think our little secondary skill here is going to be Speech, which is what I wanted to do. We're going to get some better prices on things that we sell, which in turn is going to allow us to afford more awesome gear, improvements for our gear, and awesome spells. But as things stand right now, we're getting a little low on septums. We're still good. With 458, we can afford to buy shelter, buy food and everything, and buy transportation
Come on in.
to different
We got warm
areas of
food,
the
warm
province.
drinks, and warm beds.
Looks like I might be getting a little bit of a ding to my upload now as well. I haven't seen it actually cut out yet, but might just be getting a little bit of
They
cut in
say
quality
the college has been snooping around Sarthal. Sure thing. It's yours for a day. Yes? I understand. I'll show you to your
So
room.
we
Right
are
this way.
going to be using the cover of night to take on Silent Moons here, and I hope the weather holds up, because if we have to deal with torrential downpours like that, that's going to be a tough infiltration. The infiltration itself not so bad, but getting there and trying to deal with potential saber cats and wolves on the way through the tundra, which is not actually a tundra anymore, it's now a forest. I have mixed feelings about that. Dark Forest, it looks great. It adds a lot of kind of mystery and eeriness to the tundra. But I kind of liked the tundra, you know? It was... Oh, Vander, you got more? Doesn't look like it, huh?
Nope, sorry. Nothing.
Alright. Just kind of standing around for a while there. Muffle spam and volcano erupting. Yeah, I can see that being like an ASMR type thing. Taps off weather all week, huh? What's tops off weather for you, William? Like 40 degrees Fahrenheit? Okay, let's see. We can cut through the tundra over here. I kind of like... Ooh, that's fancy. Is that a death bell over there glowing? Man, I really can't wait to get to Black Reach and the Forgotten Vale and see how awesome those look with all the glowing foliage and everything. Okay, I see an elk over there, and he doesn't seem too bothered by anything, so I think the coast is clear up until that point. We're going to try to take travel here tactically and slowly because, like I said, I can probably handle an infiltration if we're staying hidden, but it's the open roads that are going to be the scary part with a permadeath here. "51 degrees was sunny and no precipitation." Sounds very nice, actually. It's in the 70s today. It might get up into the low to mid 80s later on, which is going to make Magus very jealous. Let's see. Do we have any mud crabs over here? What kind of sword is this going to give us here, too? Oh, that's kind of cool. I think Janassa might like that. That looks like a fork, a trident blade. And let's see, I'm half tempted to go over here and stir up trouble with these mud crabs here to get some destruction progression and level up our electric charge here too. Oh yeah. Not even a sideways glance our way here. Yeah, and what's nice about this, even beyond just the damage it does, it's hit scan, so it's really easy to hit moving targets. There's no projectile that comes out, it just kind of, it becomes instantly active. The nice part about this is I can break line of sight, go around a corner or something, and then trigger it. Okay, now I'm hearing some wolves. Oh, there's one right next to me here too. Let's let them soften each other up. We'll get some sneak progression here. Yeah, these mud crabs are tough, man. I don't want to get too close, but it looks like he's pretty buried there. Foraging here. Sometimes it just doesn't hit right. Especially if they're under the ground. Yeah, this is going to be strong. This is going to be real strong. Oh, no, not another mud crab. Janassa, help please. That was really close. Man, he found us right at the last second there. Whew. Whew, guys. All right. I don't think we would have survived one swipe from the claw on that one with no armor. A panicked monk joins the fray. How's it going, Joe? We are on our way to Silent Moon's camp. I see halted stream camp over there. We're just harassing some mud crabs in the meantime. And trying to be very careful with what we encounter on the roads here. Because one encounter with a saber cat or one misstep around a mud crab is going to mean the end for Nagrom here forever and ever and ever. Okay, I'm hearing some banging around over here. Ah, here we go. Silent Moon's camp. Alright. I'm going to make full use of my electric charge here. Trying to shoot some fish in a barrel. Now, if I remember correctly, there is a spot up here where you can just barely get on top here. And Janassa, I want you to wait here. If you hear me screaming, please do come charging in. Here we go. Do a quick save just in case we get a crash at any point here. Okay, that guy's not looking.
Did you hear something?
Nah. That guy was just picking up some static from the carpet there. And he touched the workbench and it got zapped. It happened.
Sure, I heard something.
Was over watching Dark Fox earlier and then went for a walk. Really nice out. Yeah, it seems like everybody's having some nice weather relatively. That's good, that's good. Yeah, he's more of an anti-hero here, John.
Every now and then. Stupid bees and their stupid honey.
Oh, I love that so much. This was actually quite the boon, finding on our first episode here. I think we found this on our Restless Draugr in Bleak Falls, maybe? For a Nightblade character, this is just awesome. Let's get rid of the mage here first.
What was that?
This is the electric charge spell from Forgotten Magic. So the way that this works is
Must be my imagination.
you apply it, and it tends to be pretty quiet on its own, but you zap them with it first, and it doesn't do any damage, but then you have to hit another hotkey to actually detonate the thing. And for a Nightblade, it works really well because it allows you to break line of sight to stay hidden. Oops.
What was that?
Oh, she's a tough one. I accidentally hit the wrong hotkey and used a healing potion, which is okay. Because we have plenty.
I guess I was just hearing things.
Yeah, and the way Forgotten Magic works is you randomly find the spell tomes on enemies. Usually the magic casting enemies are the ones that you're going to find them on, but you can find them on just about anyone. And we were fortunate enough to find this on an enemy in our first episode. We weren't able to cast it at that point, but now that we've leveled up a bit... Wow,
that?
She is really tough. She's taken 3 shots. Oh, and she's healing.
Huh?
Okay. Here's the new plan of attack. This is my new tactic. I'm going to switch the electric
Nothing
charge
after all.
to the dude on the grinding wheel, and then I'm going to backstab the mage. Because she is just going to keep healing herself, unfortunately.
Picking pockets. Now that's the real art. No rough stuff. Just take it and go.
There we are. Look at her looking at him like, what's up with that guy? Had some bad mead. Alright, so that worked out. Had to adjust the tactics on the fly there. I don't want this to be the electric charge hide and zap show, so I'm going to be mixing in some backstabbery with it. Just to keep things fresh, you know? Spellbooks, even if we're not going to level up from them, they still sell well. What kind of fat loot we got here? Nice. We might be able to make good use of that pickpocketing potion later. It's Janassa getting all antsy about something over there. Still not ready for her to join in just yet. Tell you what, I'll feel pretty good if I can take this whole thing on without any help from Janassa. Okay, so now there should be a sentry right over there. There's one right here. And there's one over here as well. I'm afraid that if I go backstab this guy or apply a spell to him, or it looks like a her at this point, that I'm going to trigger aggression, and Janassa is too far away to give us some backup. So I'm going to go backwards through this place. actually, now that I got a little bit of a nook here, yeah, there's that one right there. I might be able to take that guy out. The door that I'm going to be coming out of this way should put me right next to this person. My concern here is that they're going to detect me as soon as I come out of that door. So let's try and take this guy out right now.
What was that?
Nothing.
I guess I was just hearing things.
Yeah. One more shot should do it. There he goes. And there's all kinds of stuff that I can do to make this thing even stronger. Most of it, or not most of it, but a lot of it is reliant on storm shards, which you get using another forgotten magic spell. But we haven't found that one yet. So any kind of level ups that we take on this one. Yeah, a Fury spell would be very nice here too. But we're not in Illusion Mage. I'm just using Illusion for
Go to the
quiet casting.
Use your smarts, he said. Could be anyone. Yeah, like I'm supposed to figure out which college he meant.
Told him to just hand over the gold, but did he listen? No. Wizards always have to fight back. Now that's power. Bet they got that secret.
That was the bandit outlaw, and we one-shotted him. Awesome. I should have had a contingency plan there. I was a little too confident in my new damage output here. But it turns out my assumption was correct. Alright, there we go. We still have the two other sentries on the outside there. See if we can do this whole thing by ourselves without the help of Janassa. That would be awesome. That would mean that this character is coming along quite well. Yeah, thanks, Joe. It's almost like the investment that I put into sneak training at the beginning really paid off, huh? Oh, we can sell off some of this for a nice profit. Oh, and then we're always looking for more protein. We do have encumbrance to spare, so I'm just going to grab all this stuff. This is another WACCF thing where some of the more ancient artifacts, like just the mundane stuff like the bowls and stuff, they're more valuable and almost worth picking up for a low-level character who is short on dough. Alright, I think that's it for everybody in here. That guy has had some nice arrows on him, huh? Oh, you know what? We'll take his cheese, too. I'm gonna take your cheese, bandit. Okay, so we had the one bandit off to the right when we come out here. Now I'm collecting cups like, like Twist. Wait, he had to have like 2 of each? In case he had company? Had to have a matching set? I'm just gonna sell them off. As if I'm not cheesing it already. Yeah. Don't hate the player, hate the game. Okay, here we go. I think I'm gonna get a better angle on her from this side. Don't turn your head too much there. Hi-ya! And one more. Some food there that we can stock up on. I like that. Oops. Just turned on the light. No, turn it back off. Okay. I hear him over here, but I haven't seen him yet. Is that... No, it's just a shadow.
Once was a woman as fair as
there he is.
A springtime in old Mackay.
And there we go. Nagrom is quite deadly. Yeah, we got a little bit of havoc going on there, but, you know, with an uncapped frame rate... I'm not uncapping my frame rate right now for the stream, but I do normally. But if that's the worst that happens, detaching your frame rate from the physics engine, then, you know, one bouncing bow is an easy price to pay. All right, Janessa. Wow, you showed up quick. Okay, in case I'm missing anything, I think that's it for this dungeon here. Pretty well done. I am pretty pleased with the way Nagrom is progressing here. Lost the angle on that guy. Now watch me die to a mud crab on my way back to Whiterun. Yeah, as I said, this is the scary part here. Not so much the bandits. It's the nature of the unknown on the roads. And we've leveled up enough now that we might be able to start running into saber cats at some point. Gives a great deal of satisfaction going through a bandit den like that. It sure does. It sure does. And that's one of those that I've had a lot of practice on in the past, doing just, you know, dungeon clear runs in creative ways on my own, for my own enjoyment, without like recording anything. So that was kind of fun to show off my knowledge of that particular dungeon there, with the different secret entrances and stuff like that. Crafty, crafty. Nagrom flexing his infiltrator muscles there. Stop and periodically trigger instincts there, just to make sure we're not running into a stalking saber cat or anything. Oh, and then there's the skooma bandits over here too. Should we go ahead and take care of them while we're at it? I think so. Okay, this one's a little tougher because there aren't as many places to hide or narrow corridors. So the first group of bandits over here, they are kind of out in the open, and I can probably take care of them with the electric charge here, and then backstab the last one. But then when you open up that chest in the little cave over there, then that second group of bandits comes with 2 melee guys and a mage. I might be able to stay hidden. I think I can do some tactical stuff with Janassa in order to cover my flank. Cover up my flank stake. Because Nagrom is beefy. So this I'm not too concerned about. I'll have to come up with some way of dealing with that second squad that comes in. Break line of sight. Go around the corner over here. And detection should reset quite quickly with how far away we are, being in the dark and not having line of sight. Is he still alive? He's sizzling. Yeah, my goal for every stream is Oops. My goal for every stream is to get Haster pissed off at a pun and to get Strudel to roll her eyes at me. Wow, that was one tough bandit. Getting lots of very valuable destruction skill levels here. Did I miss? Yeah, I missed that time. Uh-oh. Are we going on another cheese pun run? Cheese pun run in the chat here? Just the one bandit left there, huh? Okay. Nah. Can't get to him from that angle. Maybe I am sneaky enough to come around behind. He is heavily armored, but that doesn't matter for magic use. Okay. Sneak is doing better here. Good, good, good. Still have plenty of encumbrance, so I'll take some of his more valuable stuff here. Now, I thought there were 3 dudes over here somewhere. Did I actually kill 2 of them, and that's why it took so long to kill this one bandit? No, that was just a bandit outlaw. I thought that there were 3. There might be one that chased a deer or something down. And we'll be coming back. So we'll have to keep our eyes peeled on that. Yeah, Joe. In fact, the way things are going right now, I'm going to knock on wood. This character is going to enjoy a nice long life, and a rich one at that. So if it gets to the point where things become too easy, I'm going to start setting some goals. I think maybe things like Hearthfire and stuff like that. Once I get enough money for him to live a long, lavish life, then we'll call it a character. Say goals have been met, and move on to another character that is a little more, that brings a little more drama and tension. Take all the skooma. All right, so here's what I'm thinking. I think I'm going to plant Janassa right over here, where the second group of bandits kind of spawns. So she should be able to run some interference for me while I try to make a speedy escape off to the side over here. And then if I can make it up to this ledge over here without triggering any kind of detection, then I'll be golden. There is, I think, maybe an archer, but 2 regular bandits, at least 1 melee guy, and the mage is the one I'm more worried about right now. Okay, so this is a moment of truth. This is going to be kind of tense here. Put some feta on your pizza instead of your regular cheese. You'll thank me later. Yeah, but I love mozzarella so much. You feta believe it. Take that, Aster. Okay. The horse sees us, but the other bandits don't. And see, Janessa is really, really sneaky. Okay, we got out of there just in the nick of time. We're hanging Janessa out to dry over there. But yeah, I think we're going to make this Janessa thing more of a permanent relationship because, man, they ran right by her and didn't even see her. That's awesome. Okay, so from here, things get a little easier. Let's see if I can pinpoint the mage here. Looks like she might be the only one that I can't see, which is great. Let's just start picking them off then. I don't know how that didn't hit. What the hell's going on? Am I getting hung up on... We got an Ariel's Curse thing going on here? Oh boy. That's pretty annoying. Good thing we have the Magicka regeneration buff from...
Picking pockets. Now that's the real art. No rough stuff. Just take
from the robes here.
Don't sound like much fun though.
Now once I trigger detection here, Janessa might jump in, and that would be fine.
Told him just to hand over the gold.
Oh boy, this is annoying.
They always have to fight back.
They're all like grouping up in that one little spot where I can't seem to get them. Let's try this. That might work. There we go. And there's the mage. He's got a staff too.
What was that?
Don't heal. There we go. Oh, got her just in the nick of time. Okay, take out one more and then we can backstab.
What was that? Must be my imagination.
Oh, he grabbed the staff. You sneaky bastard. Okay, he's the next target. Could use some nice breeze. There he is. Okay, one dude left. And that other guy didn't get triggered, so he's not going to go pick up the staff. Okay, let's see if I can get a better angle on him and sneak up behind. Again, Janessa's not too necessary here. I might not even need a follower at some point, right?
Yeah, like
some point very soon. Okay, there we go. I got a little cagey at a certain point, but handled it well, I think. Alright, is there anything else over here that I want? Ooh, the coin purse for sure. Okay, Janessa. We should have a pretty free... We should be pretty free and clear all the way back to Whiterun now. Sell off our stuff, collect our bounty. And then I'm thinking what I want to do is unlock some fences. And maybe do some Thieves Guild stuff. How's that sound? Don't get cocky. You know, a wise man once said, "Man with hands in pockets feel cocky all day." I think I missed what shock spell is that. Yeah, so this is Electric Charge. It's added by... Sorry, Scotty, I don't know if you're around anymore. That you probably asked that quite a while ago. This is from Forgotten Magic. It is an Electromancer spell called Electric Charge. And this allows you to sneakily charge your enemy, and then you have a discharge hotkey to detonate it afterwards. So that allows me to zap somebody and then break line of sight, go hide somewhere, and detonate it, and they'll never find me.
The Dawn Guard is looking for anyone willing to fight against the growing vampire menace. What do you say?
You ought to know by now that I'm not interested.
That's what everybody says. Right up until they find their throat being ripped out by a pack of hungry
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
vampires.
I like it.
If you change your mind and decide to join the fight before it's too late, talk to Isran at Fort Dawn Guard, southeast of Riften.
You can't be an amateur loner without a follower. For that, you'd need to be a pro loner. Wow. Okay. Think I'm going to end the stream on that. I'm kidding. Well done, Joe. Well done. Alright, so yeah, let's go ahead and sleep until business hours and sell off our loot. And then I think we're going to head down to Riften and see what kind of trouble we can get into there.
Come on in. We got warm food, warm drinks,
This
and
is an
warm
ode
bed.
to Skyrim's...
Now, is Strudel groaning at Joe's joke or at my you ought to know by now joke? Or did I get the lyrics wrong?
You
and
see
that's why
those
you're
warriors
groaning?
from Hammerfell? They've got
Because if so,
curved
that would be even
swords.
better.
Curved swords.
I think I've already rented a room
Need
for you,
anything
haven't
else?
I?
Just let
That
me
joke's
know.
getting old, isn't it? Okay. Oh, let's see. Do we need to eat? No, we're good. Might be cheesy biscuits involved. Nice. You know, I've been... actually, it's been a while now since I've gotten them, but the Cheddar Bay biscuits, the Red Lobster ones from... The Costco sells the mix for them. They're really good. Problem is, with just me and my wife in the house, we tend to eat a lot of Cheddar Bay biscuits at that point. And, you know, while we enjoy the act of eating them, we don't really enjoy the aftermath on either the waistline or the carb coma afterwards. Caladran, it's good that you don't get most jokes. It probably is, honestly. With the types of jokes that are flying around here these days. Yeah. It's good that you're immune. Let's see here. I think we're good with the electric charge that we have. I'm happy to keep concentrating on that. There are a few nice little destruction spells that we could do some damage over time, which we could stick with the Electromancer theme there. Fire Blast is nice also. But I'm happy with where we're at with electric charge here. Moderate thirst. A little too early for the booze, so we'll just go ahead and fill up on the water there and maybe
If it's work you need, how about chopping up some wood
get a
for the
refill.
Of course.
Be jealous. My brother is a manager at Red Lobster. He brings them home. And since he's a kitchen manager, he knows what's in them. Mice.
Need anything else? Just let me know.
Yeah, probably a few pubes. That's why, you know, it's better to make them yourself. I'm guessing at least some cheddar and a bit of bay. Yeah, you know, you might just about have it. And the rest of it's just like Krusty's biscuit mix or something. Okay. Adrian, you're a Nord. Oh no, she's not a Nord, she's an Imperial.
How's it going?
And I'm not running wet and cold, so if I were running wet and cold, there's a good chance that she'd still be inside in this weather. But I'm not, so she's out.
Blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs.
You know, I think I'm going to save one of these lunar steel swords for Janassa. Or maybe... The lunar steel kind of fits her demeanor a little bit more, her character a little bit more, but the trident blade, it looks cool, it's unique, kind of, and it does a little more damage. We'll go with the trident blade. Actually, that sells for less than the lunar steel as well. Yeah, well. We'll save this for Janassa as well. The steel Tonto, she can have that. Since she is one of the few vanilla followers that will do dual wielding on her own, we'll go ahead and make sure she has a dagger and a sword.
Good luck out there.
Oh yeah, great minds there, John Pittman. I know there's a little bit of delay there, so we're not really conversing conversationally, as it were, in real time, but sounds like we had the right idea.
I'll be sure to put it to good use.
Make sure she's wielding the proper items there. So she's not wielding anything at the moment. And in combat, I'm sure she will.
Still here.
She will grab
Sure
that
to
second
put it to good use.
blade if she feels like she needs it. I have seen her do that before. It does work.
Lead on, and I shall follow.
And I think I sold all my arrows, but if I find some more, I'll give them to her. Okay, now we need to sell those staves off. Staves? Staffs? Stabs. What is the plural of staff, by the way? Does anybody in the chat know? I think all the merchants that sell weapons should have some Imperial captives in Akaviri armor. Because, you know, they sell blades. Ooh, you're in rare form today, Joe. Rare form. That one even made me groan. Yeah, just a little bit of a sprinkle here. Can be nice. Cleans the air out a little bit. Staves. Okay. It's kind of what I thought. I think I went for staves first because of calf and calves.
Powerful men
Good to
have
see you.
many enemies.
But is stave
More so
singular?
in times of strife.
Is staves the plural of both staff and stave?
Spells and incantations for those with the talent to cast them.
Okay, create a totem. This is conjuration. I know that from my shaman days with the triumvirate spells. Staff of the Sun, a beam of light that deals 4 points of fire and sun damage per second. I might keep this just in case we take on some undead at some point. Should I sell off the clothes? I don't think we're going to be wearing them anymore. If we go back to clothing, we'll probably be doing something fancy from Divine Elegance. Yeah, I'll ditch them for now. Probably won't be going cloak either until we find... one that... Oh, man. Are we going to be dealing with this crap again? Probably won't be doing a cloak until we find one that's enchanted with like a resist magicka or something. Yeah, it seems to be exiting vendor menus that are giving me the most problems when I'm streaming, and it only happens when I stream. I'm not getting this when I play on my own. So we'll try this one more time, and if it doesn't work, then I'll go find another vendor to use. It seems to be vendors in the larger interiors. Last time we had this problem, it was with Calcelmo in Understone Keep. Staffs is if you're talking about the employees of more than one company. Gotcha. Staves for this knave of a mage. Let's make sure we load the right save here. Yeah, I was going to load me up in Whiterun and not Dragon's Reach. Okay, better luck this time, eh? Let's try it out. If it were like a performance issue with this crashing, I would think I'd be getting it all the time on the external vendors like Adrian, because that's when my performance is chugging the most. But it only seems to be interior, so I think maybe the shadows from windows might be the culprit here. It does add a lot of drama, kind of like the Hierom scene where you get that shadow on the wall when you first enter from that window. It just kind of applies it to all the windows in the game, which it's a great effect.
Good to see you.
But might be causing some issues
Spells
here
and
while I stream.
incantations for those with the talent to guess them.
Okay. Get rid of the water one. We'll get rid of the cloak. Only has 8 left. Okay, moment of truth.
It's been good talking to you.
We're good. Okay. Very interesting. I don't know. Okay, so that is sold off. Let's go hit up Arcadia and Bellathor. We'll loot the rest of our stuff. I think that there's a treasure chest, an adventurer's treasure chest that we can go find. We do have the treasure map for that. I believe a stave can be used instead of staff, but staves is always plural of staff or stave. Stave, however, I think is also used more when talking about a plank that's used in a barrel or a cask. Ah, interesting. Okay. So you can have a staff and you can have a stave, but if you have more than one, you always have staves. There we go.
Got a pretty full stock of potions.
Thank you, Joe and Strudel, for the English lesson for the day. Sorry, I'm gonna munch in your ear for a while. I started getting the hungry shakes.
What do you need, my friend? Ah, so you're an alchemist then.
Okay, everything else I think we can use, so we'll hold on to it. The stamina poison probably actually is too weak to do us any good. Even though we're running Wildcat and stamina pools are a big part of efficacy in combat, 1 point per second isn't going to do us any good. And there we go again. Gosh darn it. Okay, so now we're never going to forget the relationship between staff and stave, Joe. Because we're all going to remember how we feel right now in this moment after having read that. Whenever we try to recall the plural of staff. And this feeling is not one that we can easily forget. Yeah, so this might become an issue. I'm talking about the crashing here, not Joe's puns. Although that is an issue in its own. Yeah, Magus, I'm running the exact same leveled list, or at least the same equipment mods in my non-permadeath profile, and I never have this issue on there. Besides, once we're in the load doors, the vendor inventory doesn't change.
And I'll be happy to serve you. What do you need, my friend?
She's gonna have the same stuff now as she did when I. Oh no, not after a complete reset. That's correct. Once I reset the game and restart. If I were to just reload the save, yeah, she would have all the same stuff, but not this time. But yeah, in my other profile, I have not had a single crash, and I've had several dozen more play hours in that profile than I've had in this one.
Be careful out there.
And we're safe that time.
Welcome to Bellathor
Right.
General Goods. Welcome indeed.
Yeah, the load screens are nice. I like the artwork and the little lore bits that you get. The problem is I'm running on an M2 drive that is pretty fast, and we never get to
I assure you, I'm prepared to make any deal.
read the whole thing, unless it's like the first load of the game.
Everything's for sale, my... Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that.
Alright, now we get to sell off all of this ancient cutlery here. All these ancient dishes and stuff. Yeah, the merchant leveled list, I get what you're saying, Magus. Like, if there's something that's bugged in there and it loads in something that has trouble in the leveled lists when you access the vendor's inventory, it can screw you up when you exit the menu. And I know about that that bug that's usually only around for modded games. But I should have the same leveled lists in the other profile there, and yeah, maybe I've just gotten lucky and not encountered it in that one. It does look exactly like this, but I have a feeling it has more to do with the graphical overhaul and stuff that I have going on here. Maybe not. I don't know. You could be right. There could be one item in there that's causing me issues, and if I can find out what that is, I might be able to remove it from the leveled list through SSE edit. I'll just have to look into how to do that. But yeah, for right now, the issue is just so sporadic that It's going to be really hard to find. But yeah, I have a good 50 hours now on this mod list, and if I'm not streaming, I have never gotten it once. Not once. So that's why I am a little hesitant to say it's part of the leveled list, because I would think that if I've gotten it so much on this playthrough, on this character, that I would have found it at least once on the other save, and I just haven't. Which is interesting. But you could very well be right. It could just be a luck of the draw type thing. Okay, this weather really sucks, and it's going to be hard to find our way around, but I want to find this treasure here. So we're going to go to the left of the windmill there, and then up and around into the mountains behind it. If I can find the damn windmill through all of this rain. I think it's over here somewhere. Okay, there's a farmhouse. Oh, there's the windmill. I can see the fins there. Yeah, Magus, I think last stream we thought that maybe the camera, the alternate camera angle was the issue, so I slowed that down and then disabled it, and that did seem to help. But we got it like a good 3 times last stream. We've gotten it twice in this stream now. I don't know, man. The big difference between the two is that I'm streaming on this save and I'm not streaming on the other one. And the difference there is that I'm using my GPU to pull double duty on the game, running the game, and encoding the stream. That's really the only difference. That and the permadeath mod. That's really it. So I don't know, maybe the permadeath mod is causing it, but I really don't see that being an issue. It's just such a huge, huge difference between streaming and not streaming that makes me think that it's something graphics related. But again, you might be completely right there. Maybe what I'll do is play a whole bunch off stream and just do nothing but enter vendors and stuff like that with this save. Enter vendor item menus, vendor inventories, close it out, enter vendor inventories, close it out. And if I can do that, you know, dozens or hundreds of times without a crash, then that does kind of narrow it down to something going on with GPU load. It's weird, though, that it's only happening on interiors when the GPU load should be small. Don't require a second machine. I've actually been thinking about having a streaming rig as well. I have a work laptop here, and I'm kind of hesitant to run gaming streams through that. But it would be capable of it. And that would allow me to run uncapped frame rates and stuff like that. And that seemed to be the magic bullet for Couch Warrior. He was getting a lot of the same crashes as well. And some different ones. He would just crash randomly, not in vendor inventories and stuff. But on his streams that I've seen lately, I haven't seen him crash once. Even though he was crashing a whole bunch while he was streaming on his single rig setup.
Where do you want to go?
I want to go to... Ooh, you know what? Maybe I could go back to Winterhold for some destruction training.
We'll be off.
run a quick errand there.
There once was a hero
Do some
named
destruction
Rex,
training with
who
Feralda.
hiding to right run from old Rorik's day.
There might be some destruction fireworks there between the two of them. Yeah, I did Haggis a couple times. Exiting out of vendor inventories. One on Farengar and one on Arcadia. It wasn't an issue beyond that. It just crashed once on each of those and let me be on my way. Yeah, he is running a similar setup. Is he the same GPU? Probably similar RAM and CPU. But you also don't seem to have the crashing issues. You're running a lighter mod list, I think. You pared down Novus quite a bit. Let's see, Feralda is either in the Hall of Attainment or she's in the Hall of the Elements somewhere. Enter vendors. Kinky,
Mirabelle
yes
does
indeed.
a fine job as... I can't wait to see who succeeds Mirabelle. I've no doubt she'll be promoted to Archmage at some point.
Ah, she's a fiery redhead, huh? I like the freckles, too. Nice touch.
I can teach you, but I won't be held responsible for what you do with the knowledge.
And I'm tempted to... tempted to tempt fate here and look through her inventory to see what kind of destruction spells she has that are attainable here. As far as spell mods, I'm running Forgotten Magic. Odin is kind of my base. Forgotten Magic, Apocalypse, Triumvirate, and Arcanum. So kind of a wide gamut of stuff there that we can do. Here we go. The Magus Shart deals a lot of damage up front. But it's dependent on your current Magicka pools, so this would be good for like a sneak attack. But I think our electric charge is still going to be the better tool from attacking from sneak.
So, you wish to master the arcane arts?
CW's issue is that he's pretty much a hack. You would know better than us there, Joe. He's been on a run lately, putting out those Warm Sands episodes, though. I think we're just too low level right now. We don't really have any perks in there that's going to shape our spell choice right now. And for the most part, Electric Charge is doing a great job. So I don't think... This is one of the Arcanum spells. You can tell because of how how long the description is, which is awesome. Charges the target for 20 seconds. Whenever it's hit with another shock spell, the target takes between 3 and 17 shock damage over 3 seconds based on your destruction level. So yeah, the Arcanum spells are really complicated, and they get better and better. There are a lot of spells here that are even more complicated than that one. Like this one that goes through objects and enemies, and stacks this this slow effect up until it reaches 4 stacks and then it like blows up. Lots of cool stuff. And yeah, I think he's mentioned it on one of the streams already, but I'm getting really strong Etienne vibes with this character, with the sneak archery, and then he went through Hag's End in a very similar way. Of course, he's got a much different character that he's playing with, but yeah, he's still kind of doing the whole exploratory thing. Did I get a level up out of that? I did. He's still doing the whole exploratory thing like he did with Skyrim SE and his minimalistic mod thing, but now he's got a new mod list. He's kind of doing the same things that he was doing with Etienne in terms of just getting the feel of things. And I know there was a lot of fans of that of the Passage series. And the way it was just kind of him playing and feeling things out. And playing by ear, so to speak. And a lot of people do like that. There's something to be said for watching a streamer who's just playing Skyrim and having a good time. There are a lot of like ulterior motives that you can introduce yourself through roleplay mechanics and things like that, but I think ultimately when it comes to like a Skyrim stream, if you're going to watch it, the best ones are the ones that the streamer is enjoying the most, you know? Just play and have a good time. Let's go to Riften. Yeah, at 60 FPS, except for the trouble spots for the most part, and then 25 to 30 for a second or two when I save, which is completely normal with almost any gear. So the plate armor here, Novus Guide has you run the El Sopa reskin on that, the retexture. But I was very interested to find out that he doesn't touch the boots for some reason. So you'd have like this fancy shiny armor everywhere except for the boots, and then they would be like the regular gray clunky stuff. And I thought maybe it was a mod conflict or something with the rest of what I was running. But no, I went into the mod, and sure enough, there is no texture for the boots. So I removed that just for consistency's sake. Gonna run and get some coffee before I forget. Yeah, that's kind of a vicious cycle there, right? You need the caffeine to remember stuff. And then you need the you need to remember to get caffeine, so, you know, it becomes a slippery slope, vicious cycle.
What does it matter?
Proof also that mods are not entirely necessary for a fun series, just a good narrative and an interesting character. Yeah, I completely agree. Alright guys, this is obviously a shakedown.
Alright, keep your voice down. You want everyone to hear you?
There are a few different places here too that you can level up your speech skill as well if you have enough to actually pass the persuasion checks. You get one at the gate here, which is pretty easy. You get one in the Blackbriar Meadery. And if you have enough of the either skill or perks to land it, you get one with Maul up front here too. And that's 3 easy levels of speech right there for free.
I don't know you. You and Riften looking for trouble?
One snap of her fingers and you could end up in Riften jail.
I'm not scared of you,
That's the wrong
doofus.
answer. Last thing the Blackbriars need around here is some troublemaker trying to steal a piece of the action.
And who are these Blackbriars?
The Blackbriars have Riften in their pocket and the Thieves Guild watching their back, so keep your nose out of their business. Me? I'm Maul. I watch the streets for them. If you need dirt on anything, I'm your guy. But it'll cost you.
So the way the speech perks work, the speech mastery skills, I think affect mostly intimidate, but we don't have that. Oh, nice. Where did this come from? This did not look like this last time I played through this. That whole shit your pants thing. This is the first time I'm seeing this. Oh, hey, Simpa. Yeah, day 3. We've made it. Made it 3 days so far. Dirt, the dark deeds I've committed will make you shit your pants.
Then you're stupider than you look.
Oh, I didn't pass the check.
Watch your ass around here.
I thought I might. Hey, you're the one that's going to be shitting your pants, so I don't know why I need to be watching my ass.
When you borrowed the money, you said you'd pay it back on time and for double the usual fee.
I know I did. But how was I to know the shipment would get robbed?
Next time, keep your plans quieter, and nothing would have happened to it.
What?
Yeah, I have the bell icon selected for Couch Warrior stuff, so YouTube notifies me whenever
Pay up or else.
Whenever he
All I
posts
care
something.
about
I think
is
he's the
gold.
only one.
Everything else is your problem.
Vegetables as crisp as a winter's morning.
Yeah, YouTube isn't always 100% on its notifications either, though, is kind of the thing. And you might have notifications blocked through your browser too, but I get them on my phone. I'm inadvertently avoiding Brynjolf here. He'll catch up to me here in a second.
Welcome. Allow me to recommend the Blackbriar Mead, the purest brew in all of Skyrim.
Yeah, I'm not here for the mead. I'm here for the gossip. What do you know about Maven?
She's an absolute pleasure to work for. In fact, I almost feel guilty accepting pay from her. Why, just this last week, I was commenting to my fellow meadery workers just how lucky we are to be working for such a charitable family.
Oh, come on. I know how bad things are. Don't force yourself to hide the truth.
Okay, look. If I'm caught saying anything bad about the meadery or the family, I'm a dead man. I'm the 4th person to work the tasting counter in the last year. The last 3 are at the bottom of Lake Honrik. Just take my advice, and just get out of Riften as soon as you can.
Alright.
Come back and see us again.
This actually seems like our kind of place. You know, last time I played through this, he got done giving me his spiel on how terrible things are and how he fears for his life. And then I exited the dialogue menu and turned around, and Maven was standing, like, right here. It was kind of funny. Okay. We do have some stuff from the treasure chest there that we found, but I don't think we need to sell that off just now.
Never done an honest day's work in your life for all that coin you carry, eh, lad?
I'm sorry, what?
I'm saying you've got the coin, but you didn't earn a septim of it honestly. I can tell.
He's got a shiny T-section there from the rain. Let's see. How could you possibly know that?
It's all about sizing up your mark, lad. The way they walk, what they're wearing. It's a dead giveaway.
What do you mean?
Look how you sniffed out my little scheme at the North Gate. You knew it was a shakedown and you called him on it.
It wasn't your scheme, I was sniffing Brynjolf.
It's not arriving anytime soon.
You seem to be well acquainted with wealth.
Wealth is my business. Help me out, and I can add to yours. Would you like a taste?
Oh yeah, well I already had a sniff, so how about a taste?
I've got a bit of an errand to perform, but I need an extra pair of hands. And in my line of work, extra hands are well paid.
Yeah, Strudel, I think the finished stream notifications are all that are being notified on. These are private streams that the Couch has been doing just to kind of record his stuff, and then he releases them publicly after they're done. Right, so they're private streams. You're not going to get notices for the streams themselves, just for when the archives are set to public, which is the notifications I've been getting.
Simple. I'm going to cause a distraction. You're going to steal Medesi's silver ring from a strongbox under his stand. Once you have it, I want you to place it in Branche's pocket without him noticing.
I think he mentioned that in like the 3rd stream or something like that, because I was wondering that too. Like, ooh, have I missed a stream or something? And he was like, you may be wondering if you've been missing streams. And then he went on about how he's just doing private streams and using them for the archive purposes for recording. All right.
There's someone that wants to see him put out of business permanently. That's all you need to know. Now, you tell me when you're ready, and we'll get started.
I'm ready.
Good.
Let's do it.
Wait until I start the distraction, then show me what you're made of.
Everyone, gather round. I have something amazing to show you that
I made out of the same stuff as all the rest of the orcs. Popcorn and boogers.
Get them before they're gone.
You need to hear this.
Yeah, and if you haven't been caught up on the streams, then you wouldn't know that, which is why I went on my whole mansplain spiel there. Sorry. Makes me feel better that you didn't actually know all that and I wasn't explaining things to you that you already knew. But yeah, it sounds like you're getting the same notifications as the rest of us right now.
No pushing, no shoving. Plenty of
So nothing is amiss.
Come on, Brynjolf. What is it this time? Patience, Blanchet. This is
Now we
a
do
rare-
have a potion of pickpocketing here, and I'm not sure if I should use it. If I don't use it and we end up getting caught, then he's going to take us to jail, and we're going to lose all of our stolen goods, which we do have some stolen stuff. So yeah, let's go ahead and use it.
Wouldn't want you to get
I'm going to
left
do a quick save here. I'm not going to reload it if we fail, but if we do crash here because of the inventory screen, then we won't have to go through all that crap again. Ooh, we succeeded.
Well,
Very
time
nice,
is
very
up. Get away.
nice.
Come back tomorrow if you wish to buy.
What a waste of time.
He did say get away from me, like he saw us sneak in there, but... No problem, no problem.
Protect yourself right.
Looks like I chose the right person for the job. And here you go. Your payment. Just as I promised. The way things have been going around here, it's a relief that our plan went off without a hitch.
Yeah, what's been going on?
My organization's been having a run of bad luck. But I suppose that's just how it goes. But never mind that. You did the job, and you did it well. Best of all, there's more where that came from. If you think you can handle it.
Ho ho ho, I can handle it.
All right then. Let's put
I've
that
sniffed
to the
it, I've
test.
tasted it.
The group
Better
I
believe I can
represent
handle it.
has its home in the Ratway beneath Riften, a tavern called the Ragged Flagon. Get there in one piece, and we'll see if you really got what it takes.
Fresh meats and produce. Get them before they're gone.
Yeah, Magus, I think that means a lot more than two things.
All right, Branchet. Turn out your pockets. We know you have it.
He's giving me the stink eye too. He knows I was up to something. Yeah, well, I don't have time for this. Alright, let's get into the Ratway. Okay, now we have these two thugs down here in the Ratway. They can be quite tough at lower levels. I don't think they're going to pose too much of an issue for us unless, you know, we somehow get drawn into an open battle. But I do have Janassa with us, I think. I haven't seen her around. Oh, there she is. Okay. Just go slow. We have a little nook here that we can hide in. So we're just going to get Draff here.
They'd skin
charged
us alive
up.
if they knew we were doing this.
Why are you always acting like such
Go
a
around
big
the corner.
baby? I've gotten us this far.
This far? We're
Oh,
living in a sewer.
I hope he doesn't
They said
detect
we'd have a
Janassa
house
here.
as big as the Blackbriars by now.
You worry about bashing people's heads.
Oh,
in.
wow, he
I'll
did-
worry about the guild, okay?
Didn't even bother.
Okay, okay.
I'm going to check the entrance to the Ratway. Be right back.
Alright, well at least I softened him up. We'll see if he detects Janassa here. She's really sneaky though if she's not moving. I hope I'm not getting overly confident here. Okay, he doesn't want to seem to go through. He teleported out of the way of my blade. Okay.
I'm on your side.
No, you're not. Good loot there. Alright, this guy, Hunan Blackskeever, I think his name is. Let's just sit here for a moment and see if we can get him to turn around or anything. If not, and he's being stubborn about it, then we'll just start zapping him. We'll do the zippity zap. Yeah, alright. Enough of that. Oh, he didn't get... There we go. I think it's the wall on my left side there that's getting in the way of it. Wow, he just is not bothered at all by this, is he? Alright. He's a tough bastard, too. There he goes. Took a lot of shots, but, you know, it helped me level up that... got some destruction progress in there, and helped level up that spell, too. Take his fine boots as well. And their itty-bitty coin purse. Actually, 20 gold isn't bad for a coin purse. Alright, so now we have John the Fist, who is surrounded by traps, and that there's a skeever guarding his door as well. And then we have the lowlife upstairs over here. Now, I know I can take a shortcut and pick through that lock, and that will get me to the Ragged Flagon? Ugh, I don't know why I kept trying to put an R in there. A little quicker, but that's also going to put us right in the line of sight of the lowlife that stands at the table there. I think that the conventional way to go through this is the best one for a sneak. Yeah, I guess adding Brynjolf to your story kind of forces you down the path of the Thieves Guild if you want to use them any more than the few seconds that you see them in the market there. I hear a skeever. That didn't get him. There he is. Should be able to one-shot him with that. Anything in here? Turn off the light. And we're going to stay in the doorway here. Not going to go through it too far because there are traps all over the place in here. And as an unarmored
Is someone there?
mage... one trap could be catastrophic on Permadeath. Is he coming this way?
Mine's playing tricks on me.
Yeah, it is. I don't know which way he's facing. Okay.
What was that?
Oh, he's getting lower. One more zap ought to do him.
Getting jumpy, I guess.
Oh yeah. There he goes. Now we'll turn the light on and try to avoid all of these traps here. Did I have Janassa follow? I didn't, did I? There we go. I left her at the front. I might be at the point where I'm able to leave Janassa behind. I don't know that I need the backup anymore. This is all pretty pretty smooth sailing so far. Go ahead and take his pugilist gloves there. Oh my god, that scared the crap out of me. Alright. Oh, don't do that to me. She did that to me in like the first or second episode too, where she snuck up through the tall grass out there in the tundra. Saw her coming up. All quick. Yeah, Nagrom too strong. Of course, this Thieves Guild quest line here is going to present us with some really interesting challenges, I think. Things that really test your infiltration abilities. Oh, Serhana does that too. Sneaks up on you.
Give it up, Brynjo. Those days are over.
Okay, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and officially join the Thieves Guild here. We're going to get our armor. We're going to get to the point where we are assigned the Golden Glow job, and then we'll call it a stream. We're getting kind of sneaking up on 3 hours here. So,
well, well. Color me impressed, lad. I wasn't certain I'd ever see you again.
Yeah, getting here was easy.
Reliable and headstrong? You're turning out to be quite the prize. So, now that I've whetted your appetite with our little scheme at the market, how about handling a few deadbeats for me?
Deadbeats? More like dead meats. What'd they do?
They owe our organization some serious coin, and they've decided not to pay. I want you to explain to them the error of their ways.
Sounds good. Who are they?
Kirava, Bersi Honeyhand, and Helga. Do this right, and I can promise you a permanent place in our organization.
All right. Any particular way you want me to handle this?
Honestly, the debt is secondary here. What's more important is that you get the message across that we aren't to be ignored. A word of warning, though.
Ragged Flaggern. Thanks for calling me out on that, Strudel.
Bad for business.
Sometimes, you know, what comes out of my mouth is not what I expect. Which would be much more of a problem if it were things that I don't expect going into my mouth. And will I get a cut?
Of course you'll get a cut. We take care of our own. Now, if you need any details on your marks, I'll be here. Get going.
Oh, let's see. Nah, I think we'll be able to handle all this. I think Nagrom is going to like this job. He gets to hassle people for some chump change. And they get paid for it? Man, this is going to be awesome. Yeah, so once we get done with this, we will be able to sell off some stolen goods. Make some more money for training, for more awesome equipment. And it also gives us some direction in this playthrough here. Not that there is a shortage of things to do, but now that we've kind of gotten through the initial phase of getting our character up to snuff with like training and stuff like that, I think it would be fun to focus on a little bit more character-driven roleplay type stuff, you know? While we're here...
Buy some armor and live to tell about it.
Welcome to Corland's House of Garments, patron. We sell the finest...
He's fixed. He's not embedded in the floor. Oh, this newer version of 3D NPC is great. Alright, quick save here, just in case we crash. Oh, but he's not letting me enter that.
Breeches, gowns.
There we go.
Clothes for any occasion, really.
Let's see. All this stuff is going to be really expensive. Apprentice Robes of Destruction would be nice, though. Don't have enough money for it. Oh, where it doesn't let you into the sales menu until you back out and come back in. At least he's not like embedded in the floor, though, this time. I think the newer version of 3D NPC, and I might be running a fix patch or two for it. Seems to be doing the trick. What I would like... Dark common clothes. I think this would make for some cool infiltration stuff, at least until we can buy some schmancy stuff at Divine Elegance. This and maybe some like black gloves and like one of those black cowls. I don't see any black gloves. Necromancer? Stuff, maybe? Necromancer robes? Nah. I want the boots and the cowls and the gloves. Maybe we'll just raid a Necromancer den or something one of these times. Nothing for me. Oh, actually, I do have some stuff to sell, though.
Breeches, gowns, clothes for any occasion, really.
Any pants? Of course not. Pants are against the rule. Against the rules. Unless, of course, you leave your fly ride open, then I think Magus is willing to accept that. It's kind of a way to bend the no pants rule, if you just have a zipper that's just wide open the whole time. And you weren't here at the beginning of the stream. Yeah, I happened to look down and saw that I was trying to sell hot dogs to myself. Okay, so what do we need here? Let's start with Bercy.
Looking to stay alive? Why take a chance?
Nagrum here has a talent for, extortion. He knows exactly what it takes to get the money out of these people, so he doesn't even have to ask.
Stop! That's priceless!
Oh my word.
Man, that thing was tough.
No! That urn was priceless.
That was from Brynjolf. Get the message?
I can't believe you did that.
Ha!
You people are monsters.
Yeah, a little
You
bit.
demand payment for protection, and you can't even protect yourselves.
Well, we could have protected your priceless
Tell
urn
Brynjolf
there.
to leave us alone.
Haha. Improves the airflow. Sure does. Not that I need any more airflow, you know, down there. Depending on what I ate for dinner the night before, but,
Vegetables as crisp as a winter's morning.
you know, on a hot day, doesn't hurt. He just stood there and took it. He just took it like a bitch. Hey, Helga.
Please, don't take the statue. It's the only thing of value I have left.
Oh, this whole thing? I was gonna go drop that down the well.
Not Lady Dibella. No, please, I can't lose her. I get the message. Here, take your gold. I hope you choke on it.
You think I'm gonna be putting this gold in my mouth? You have any idea how filthy money is? Of course, it's probably not the filthiest thing she's had in her mouth, let's be serious. Puts a new meaning to honey hand. The Argonians here in the Bee and Barb, I don't know, I have a soft spot for them. So I always save them for last so I don't actually have to threaten her family.
Your constant inebriation.
Here for a room or something to drink? Look, everything was all just a misunderstanding.
This is a lot easier for me
I didn't mean
than
to tell Brynjolf to go jump off the pier.
extorting them. I don't
Tell
know
him
why
I'm
I love
sorry, yes.
Kirava and Talon J so
Take
much.
this. Every
I
single
don't know.
coin I owe is there. I swear it. No,
Maybe
Mom,
I'm just
no.
a sucker
We
for
talked about this. Talon,
a love story involving lizards.
Some sort of an understanding.
I don't know what that says about me, but I'm sure a psychologist could have a heyday with it. Alright, so we got the money. Let's head back down and make this Thieves Guild thing official, shall we? She does have shackles on her bed, that's very true. But who doesn't, really?
Buying and selling fine jewelry here.
She's into the kinky stuff. Here I am watching chat as I'm just running endlessly into a wall. Yeah, the lot lizards. True. I mean, she's spreading the love, that's for sure. Spreading Debella's word, probably spreading a lot of other things too. Now that I hear myself say it.
So, job's done, and you even brought the gold. Best of all, you did it clean. I like that. Dumping bodies and keeping the guards quiet can be expensive.
Here's what they owed us.
Well done. And it would seem I owe you something in return. Here you go. I think you'll find these quite useful.
Alright, so what's next then?
Judging from how well you've handled those shopkeepers, I'd say you've done more than simply prove yourself. We need people like you in our outfit.
If there's more gold where that came from, I'm in.
That's the spirit. Larceny's in your blood. The telltale sign of a practiced thief. I think you'll do more than just fit in around here.
Alright, before we go, I got something I gotta ask.
What's on your mind?
Well, doesn't look like you guys are doing too well. This place is kind of a dump.
We've run into a rough patch lately, but it's nothing to be concerned about. Tell you what, you keep making us coin, and I'll worry about everything else. Fair enough?
Yeah, sure. I mean, you keep making me coin, I'll be happy.
Now, if there are no more questions, how about following me and I'll show you what we're all about?
Yeah. Lead the way. Riften is rife with innuendo. Everybody's slutting around, yeah. That Bryn has sinfully good looks. Yes, he does. Oh, you guys keep it dark in here, don't you? Alright, after you. I'm not going to head on into your house here. Can't figure out the door? Yeah, I guess maybe he's easy on the eyes, but not much going on upstairs. One of those.
What?
Oh, there he goes. Alright, we're gonna wait for this pathfinding to catch up here. Little more well lighted here. I was thinking about Opulent Thieves Guild, but that's had light sourcing issues from my use of it in the past, and don't really plan on spending a whole bunch of time down here anyway, so
if you play by the rules, you walk away
left
rich.
it out.
You break the rules and you
One thing I
lose
do
your
want to
share.
add though is Thieves Night Out.
No debates, no
that allows you to take as many jobs
What
as you
we
want
say, when we say.
before you leave.
Do I make myself clear?
Rules? We don't need no stinking rules. What's the point of being a thief?
I'll let that comment go because you're new here. Ask things out of turn again and we have a problem. Now, are we clear?
Mercer
on
looks a
all
little
of
more
this?
in character too, I think, with this mod. Is this Pride of Skyrim too, Magus? Yeah, get the point.
Good, then I think it's time we put your expertise to the test.
Wait a moment. You're not talking about Golden Glow, are you? Even our little Vex couldn't get in.
Caladran, I think so.
Possesses
You
an
just can't
aptitude
drain
for
him
our line of
lethally.
work. So let him
Because he's
prove it.
essential.
Golden Glow Estate is critically important to one
But
of
you
our
can
largest
beat on him for
clients.
sure.
However, the owner has suddenly decided to take matters into his own hands and shut us out.
Oh,
He
Opulent
needs
has
to
been
be
fixed.
taught a
Awesome,
lesson.
awesome.
Brynjolf will provide you with the details.
I might add that back in at
Aren't
some
you
point.
forgetting something?
Because Opulent does look great. I
Since
love
Brynjolf
it.
assures
I'm
me
not a
there'll
big
be
fan of
nothing
just
but a
adding
benefit to us
statics
in the
everywhere.
end.
Kind of betrays
Welcome to the Thieves
the
Guild.
spirit of Skyrim
Welcome
and
to the
BGS
family,
games
lad.
in general
I'm
to me.
expecting you to make us a lot of coin.
But they do look great.
So don't disappoint me.
Nice. Thank you for the heads up on that. All right, so how do I get my cut?
Simple. Do as you're told and keep your blade clean. We can't turn a profit by killing. You should talk with Delvin Mallory and Vex. They know their way around this place, and they'll be able to kick some extra jobs your way.
Neroin is really going at that
talk to Tanelia
target, isn't it?
She'll set you up with your new armor.
All right, Tonelia to get our armor, and...
Hey, I'm not... Oh. Golden Glow Estate is a bee farm. They raise the wretched little things for honey.
Yep, the old standby, relighting an ELE.
We need you to
I always said that I was going to move to ELFX next time I reinstalled Skyrim, but Nulvis called for relighting an ELE, which I'd been using before. And while it gets a little dark at times, Quick Light helps a lot with that. And Night Eye Fix with the new ENBs helps a lot too. So I was happier to go back to relighting an ELE. Now that the darkness is easier to deal with. Alright. So what's the deal with all these rules, by the way? We're thieves.
That's not how things work around here. The guild depends on an arrangement of influential people to keep things running smoothly.
I see.
Without them at our backs, we'd be in serious trouble.
So you guys, this tough spot that you guys are in is forcing you guys to be reliant on important clients to keep you guys afloat. So you're kind of beholden to them as stakeholders. I get it. Nagram has a bit of a mind for business, especially for an orc. So what should I do about Arangoth?
Maven prefers that Arangoth remains alive. But if he tries to stop you from getting the job...
Yeah, ELFX is great, Simpa. I liked it a lot. I used it for a long time until I started doing like modding guides and stuff like that. And most of them tend to favor relighting Skyrim and ELE. But I loved ELFX. Just a lot of really nice dramatic lighting, where relighting tends to be a little more, I don't know, realistic, I guess. Keeps it simpler.
Golden Glow Estate brought... Then out of the clear blue, Arangoth
in order to do fancier things with ENB and stuff, I think.
Mercer was, well, angry, to put it kindly. So we send in Vex and find out he's hired a bunch of mercenaries to guard the place.
Mercenaries, not Riften guards?
Aye. Arangoth sent the city guard packing and fortified the entire
That probably
island.
pisses off Maven.
In fact, Vex barely made it out of there alive. You should talk to her about it.
Oh, is it ELE that does that? Yeah, I know you can use ELE on its own without the ENB, but it's meant more for ENB, which also darkens things. Alright,
You
that's
watch
all we need to
yourself
know
on
there.
that island. Those mercenaries don't take prisoners.
Let's do a quick sweep of the place here. Actually, I can do that off camera. Let's go to Tonelia. I think what my plan is here is to give the Thieves Guild stuff to Janassa, since she is a light armor user. I don't know if there's much there that she is going to be able to make use of in terms of enchantments, but the armor is a little bit better, and the armor looks cool, in my opinion. I think it'll suit her well. And if she's going to become more of a permanent fixture as a follower, then I would like her to have something a little more unique and nice looking. Oh boy. Can't see a damn thing. Alright, there we go. Oop, wrong way. The carry capacity, I think, will help her out if I want her to start being a haul mule for me.
So you're the new recruit, huh? Well, looks like you
That's
and I
me.
are gonna have to get very well acquainted.
Ooh, how well acquainted. How well acquainted. I'm judging by your stern look, not that well acquainted.
I'm the fence down here. You come by anything you don't exactly
do need a fence.
own, and I'll pay you some coin for it. Minus a little slice for the guild, of course.
Yeah,
I can also
RLL
provide
I
you
had
supplies
some
useful to our trade now and again.
Some
For a
good times
small
with as well. I think I still prefer DLFX though.
Sure. How about I get Dirge to knock you over your head and dump you into the cistern? Look, I've
I like
been
the
in this
whole
business
Coyote
a long
Ugly
time,
routine
and
you
I've
got going
seen
on here
all
though.
types. You can play it tough, or you
quite
can
the
play
flair.
it smart. Whatever. At the end of
He
the
doesn't
day,
seem to
you'll
be
find
enjoying
that
the show
all we
too
care
much.
about down here is how much gold you can make us.
Oh well. Understood.
Good. Then there isn't much more to say. Here's your armor. Just make sure you put it to good use.
You could not mod the lighting, Strudel. In my opinion, the lighting, though, is a really low-cost way to give your graphics a nice big boost, though. I will say that ELFX on its own, without anything else in terms of graphics, is pretty nice. Okay. Let's see. What do you give me for
Usual
these?
guild rate. Let's take a look at them.
We do have some stolen stuff that we can sell and some random stuff. She doesn't have a whole lot to give us at the moment. Oh, we need to go grab the Golden Claw. Okay. The Golden Claw we left out at Ryek's End. But now that we have access to a fence, and more later on, we will be able to sell that off as well. You can have this treasure map. I'm done with it. Notes on the Lunar Forge. Don't need that. I do have Inigo added as well. I was tempted to add him along for, you know, just comic relief and role-playing and stuff like that, just to help out with the dialogue a little bit. But as things are going right now, Nagrom is really strong and doesn't need the help. Inigo is really strong as a follower. He's a little overpowered for a permadeath play, I think. At higher levels, I might take him on and not feel so bad about it once the enemies are all up to snuff. But for now, I can't in good conscience take him along with me. Problem with not using a lighting overhaul is all the misplaced light sources, not matching fireplaces, torches, braziers. Yeah, that is also true. Tried ELFX once and got a really bizarre error in the winking skeever. They do patch the stuff. They fix it over time. Pretty much all of the lighting mods have huge bug lists on their Nexus page. And it's all just like minor stuff about, you know, lights being here where they shouldn't, or lights being there where they shouldn't. All that kind of stuff. Let's see. I'll sell off the Valenwood bow, but I'm going to keep the steel arrows for Janassa. Where did she end up here? Oh, I see her sword sticking up over the wall there.
I'm still here. Of course.
Oh, she's very agreeable today. All right, here, have some arrows. And I got some sweet Thieves armor for you. Oh yeah, look at that.
Lead on, and I shall follow.
I also went with the slim version of CBBE. Just a little more reasonable in terms of proportions there on the women. Not everybody's cup of tea, but a little less distracting, should we say, for me. Alright, so I think that's about it for this stream. Next stream we'll pick up with Vex and see if we can get any tips on this Golden Glow thing, and see what kind of stuff we can clean out of Arangoth's place of business there. But I think that just about does it for me for the day. Thank you everybody for joining me. I had a blast, as I do always, talking with everybody and playing Skyrim with you. Oh, Joe comes back just as I'm ending the stream. Yeah. So, see ya, Joe. Glad you came back. Yeah, so please join me next time. We made it another day, day 4, which will be officially twice as long as what Cedron made. Yeah, I don't want to get overconfident. I don't want to jinx myself, but I feel like Nagrom is going to be around for a little while. I think we perked and trained just right for all of this. We got a lot of options, a lot of ways to be tactical about things and not get caught. But that being said, tomorrow we do have Golden Glow, or not tomorrow, next week we have Golden Glow for day 4, and that has some tricky situations, but I am well practiced in that area there, so I don't expect that we'll see much trouble, but getting to the beehives in that kind of open air environment might be a little tricky. But we'll tackle that when we get there. In the meantime, though, take care of yourselves, be well, and I'll see you next time, okay? Yeah, he's definitely going to die within 5 minutes next time. Being too cocky, as Haster warned about. But yeah, see you guys later, okay?